So I just took a pregnancy test because I'm 5 days late, and it's not abnormal for me. For the last couple of months I've been late on my period, and I've been super stressed out. I've taken a pregnancy every single month and they've all been false. Shh, sit down, sit down. She wants to show you her baby. So here, sit down please, sit down. So I took a pregnancy test not thinking anything of it. My husband and I have been trying to have a baby for like 2.5 years now. We had a miscarriage last year in January, and it was the second miscarriage that I've had, and it was scary. It was sad and it was heartbreaking, and we've been trying ever since then. I took a pregnancy test not thinking anything of it. I'm sorry I look like a hot mess, like I just ran to the store. I got you. Shh, shh. But I took a test not thinking anything of it, and it is positive. And I haven't told my husband yet, but I want to tell him like immediately. But I've been having like somewhat symptoms. I've been very, very sleepy. I've been super sleepy. My boobs have been really swollen and sore, which I get soreness, but I don't get swollenness ever when I get my period. They've like felt heavy, which is odd for me because I have very, very small boobs. And like I told my husband, like I felt like I was, but he was like, no, like let's just wait, whatever. You always say that, and then you always start your period late. So I didn't think anything of it, and we're finally pregnant. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Zoe if you're new here, and today's video is going to be a little bit different, guys, because I have been keeping the biggest, most amazing secret from you guys for a long time now. One that just, it brings so much incredible joy to me and my family, and that is that I'm pregnant. I am pregnant, guys. I am 10 weeks pregnant right now, and I am way overjoyed. Like, you guys have no idea. I'm so incredibly happy, and I feel so blessed that this was able to happen for me and my husband, because we haven't had best luck when it comes to pregnancy and trying to conceive baby number 2. So I'm going to tell you guys everything you guys need to know about everything that's going on right now. If you can see back here, there's a little picture that says one more to adore, November 2019. So baby H, that's what we're calling him or her, because our last name is Hey now. So baby H will be due in November, early November, and I am 10 weeks pregnant right now. I'm due November 8th, and that's her little nugget right there in that little picture. So I have known since March 5th, and I'm going to insert the footage of me right after I found out, because I didn't film when I initially took the test. I wish I would have, but I didn't think that I was pregnant, so I'll tell you guys about that in just a minute. But I'm due November 8th, and I'm so happy, guys. I'm so happy. So how I found out that I was pregnant is that my period has been late, I think due to stress from transitioning out of the military into civilian life. I have been late for my period for the last 3 or 4 months. And I mean late, guys. I don't mean a day late. I mean 5 to 7 days late each month. And each month I've taken pregnancy tests and they've all been negative. The the last pregnancy test I took before the one that I just got that was positive, I was literally 7 days late, and on the 7th day I took a pregnancy test and it was negative, and I was like, what is going on? And then on day 8 I got my period. So I was a little discouraged about it. We have been trying, not trying, but not trying, if that makes sense. Like, we haven't been doing anything to stop getting pregnant, but we haven't been, been on top of like trying to conceive like when I'm ovulating and stuff like that, if that makes sense. So we haven't been trying, but we haven't been not trying either. So this last time my period was like 3 days late, and I told my husband, I was like, I think I'm gonna take a pregnancy test. And he's like, why? Like, your period's just gonna come, like, don't take a pregnancy test, like, it's way too early, don't even do it. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then like 2 days later I went to the grocery store to go grocery shopping, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick up like the 89-90 cent pregnancy tests, and then I'm gonna pick up like an actual like one that says pregnant or not pregnant. I didn't even tell my husband about it. Like, I didn't say anything to him. He had no idea that I had even gotten a pregnancy test. So I came home, and it was late. It was like 7 or 8 at night, I think. And I was like, I know I should wait till morning, because that's what you're supposed to do when you take a pregnancy test. Typically, you're supposed to wait till morning, and that's when your HCG levels are highest in your urine, so it's easier to detect a pregnancy. But I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to take this pregnancy test. I know it's going to be negative, like, whatever. So I took the pregnancy test, and it was just those little cheap tiny ones. I'll insert like footage so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I took it, and like the first line showed up, and if you've ever seen it before, it has kind of like a straight line where a line shows up, and then a circle where a line shows up. And the line that, if you were not pregnant, so there's going to be one line that's always going to show up, and that's the one that's in the vertical column or whatever, the vertical area, not the circle area. And so when I took it, I noticed that there was a line in the circle area before I had even gotten to the other side of the test, and I was like, wait a second. And so I looked at the box, and I looked at the instructions, which I had already thrown away, so I like digged through the trash and got it out really quickly and read it to see like what it said. And it said that like if both lines appear, obviously you're pregnant, but if the line that will always appear is in the vertical area, not the circle area. So the circle area line basically means that you're pregnant, because the other line will automatically show up no matter what. And I literally was in such disbelief when I saw that. I was like, wait. So I waited for the other line to show up too, and then like the second it started to show up, I started bawling in the bathroom by myself. Like, my husband didn't know. Nobody was around me, like, just by myself, and I was just bawling and bawling and bawling, and I was so incredibly grateful, guys. And then right after that, I filmed me telling you guys on the day of, and explaining everything that happened, and like, you see my emotion, and it was just such an incredible moment for me, because this isn't something that I talk about with a lot of people. There's very, very, very few people in my life who know that I have gone through this kind of trauma and like this kind of traumatic like situation that is really painful for me to talk about or even like express how I feel about. But last January of 2018, I got a positive pregnancy test, and I wasn't excited about it, honestly. I wasn't as happy or grateful as I should have been, and I regret that so incredibly much, like, you have no idea. Because like about a week and a half later, I had a miscarriage. I started spotting, and I went to the emergency room, and spotting in early pregnancy is very, 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 very common and not something you should worry about. But I started spotting, and I was like, you know what? I've had a miscarriage before. I actually had a miscarriage before my daughter was born, and my daughter is actually a rainbow baby. And I went to the emergency room, and when I got there, I was okay, still spotting, like nothing crazy. And then when I got seen by the doctor, I was bleeding really, really, really bad. And I just knew in that instant that I was having miscarriage. And it broke my heart so incredibly much. They did an ultrasound and I was about 5 weeks and 6 days. The baby was still an embryo, but my ultrasound, they couldn't see a baby, they could just see the yolk sac. And I mean, it didn't make it any easier. It didn't make it any less hard, because if you have babies or you are interested in pregnancy or something like that, you know that a baby gets a heartbeat at 6 weeks. So I was 5 weeks and 6 days and we lost our little angel, and it was really, really, really hard on me, and literally very, very few people knew about it. And still to this day, not a lot of people in my life know that I went through that. And it was really heartbreaking. But I knew from the first miscarriage that I had with my daughter, I knew that you're really fertile after a miscarriage. So after that, I was really, hoping and wishing that we would get pregnant pretty soon or pretty easily, just like we did with my daughter, because we had a miscarriage in January with the year that she was born, and then we got pregnant with her in April. But that didn't happen. That didn't happen at all. This time around, it was a full year before, or a little bit over a year before we were able to conceive again. And this time around, I'm just so incredibly thankful. I've been super careful about everything. That is why my acne is back. It is because I am pregnant and I have hormonal acne, and I cannot use any of my medications while I'm pregnant. So that is why. So I know you guys are suggesting a whole bunch of different kinds of treatments that I could try, but honestly, right now, I can't do anything that involves any kind of medication or chemicals. So my skincare has minimized a lot. But I am still trying to stay on top of it and trying to control it just as much as I can while I'm pregnant. So I actually ended up telling my husband as well, but I didn't get his reaction on camera. I told him off camera, so I don't have that footage for you guys, but he's just over the moon. Like, he's like, oh my gosh, don't do this, don't do that, be careful, let me do this, let me do that. Like, he's very, very, very helpful and very excited. He wants to make sure that I'm in my best health and like as safe as I can possibly be, because we have suffered through miscarriages, and he just wants me to be okay. He wants baby to be okay. And I love that about him. I love that he is trying to make sure that I am at my best, so baby can be healthy and happy and have a good pregnancy and all of that jazz. But he literally, when we go to bed at night, he says goodnight to me. He never goes to sleep without giving me a goodnight kiss. He's always done that from the day we've gotten married. He always gives me a goodnight kiss, tells me goodnight. And so now he kisses my belly and tells my belly goodnight, which is actually something he did with my daughter when I was pregnant with her. He would always kiss my belly and tell her goodnight as well, and that he loves her. And then he does the same thing in the morning when he leaves for work. He gives me a kiss, and then he gives Belly a kiss, and he says, good morning, and I love you, and I'll see you later. And it's just the super sweetest and cutest little moment ever. Like, I love that he does that, and I love that he still does that even after years after having our daughter. It just makes me feel like he wants to connect with baby as well, because he obviously can't experience what I'm experiencing. But I'm going to tell you guys some of my symptoms, some of my things that have changed for me, and like what is going on. So I am super hormonal, super duper hormonal. I'm getting angry really quickly, really easily. My mood swings are all over the freaking place. I'm also extremely tired. That's why I haven't filmed really. I literally, the only thing I want to do right now is sleep. Like, I'm so tired all day long. I just want to lay in bed, take a nap, sleep, and eat, and like, that's it. Like, I don't want to do anything else. This is the first time I've put on makeup since the last time I filmed. That's a long ass time. So I'm sorry that filming hasn't been the best. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks I get my energy back and everything's back to normal. But we'll see what happens there. But I have been extremely tired, which is really hard to do with a toddler, let me tell you. Another thing is that I'm craving, like, I have small cravings. They're not like super intense where like, oh my gosh, if I don't have this, I'm going to like, you know, destroy everything. Like, no, but I have been wanting more like salty foods or like bitter foods. So like I really want like chips and like meat and things of that nature. Like I want like a grilled cheese sandwich sounds so good to me, but and I've been kind of turned away from like sweet foods, like candy and ice cream and cookies and cake and stuff like that. Like I've just been like about that, but I've been really wanting like salty food. Sounds so good to me. Like right now, Chick-fil-A also really sounds good right now, but you know, whatever. I have had nausea, but I have not been throwing up. I've come very close to throwing up, but I haven't thrown up, thank the Lord. But I have been very nauseous, especially in the mornings when I wake up. If I don't eat immediately, like I just feel so incredibly sick and dizzy, and like I want to throw up, but I don't want to throw up. So I usually wake up in the morning, and the first thing I do is like, after like brushing my teeth and stuff like that, I get up and I either drink a cup of orange juice or I eat a mandarin, because both of those things seem to ease my nausea. But yeah, those are mainly my main things. Oh, the first thing that I noticed too before I took the pregnancy test was that my boobs had swelled, and I have really small boobs, guys. I'm like an A cup. So when my boobs were swelling, I was like, that's weird, because my boobs usually hurt, like are sore, like for my period, right before my period. And this time they were sore, but they were also swollen, and I was like, that's not normal. Like that's not something that ever happens when I get my period. And like my husband brushed it off, and he's like, whatever, it's a sign of, you know, your period or whatever, like no big deal. I was like, yeah, you're right, whatever, okay. But it was actually the first sign that I got that I was actually pregnant, because now I have actually already, guys, like 10 weeks, I'm only 10 weeks, I've already gone up 2 cup sizes in a bra. Like, what? Like, I went from an A to a C, like, in 10 weeks, which is weird, because I only got up to a C cup, a small C cup, with my daughter when I was pregnant with her. But I'm already a C cup now. Like, I'm not mad at it though. Like, I appreciate it. Thank you, body. I appreciate it. But yeah, that is basically it. My daughter is through the roof. Like, she is so excited. She gets my belly kisses. If you ask her what she wants, she'll tell you she wants a baby sister. I'm always like, oh, Gigi, what do you want? Do you want a baby brother or baby sister? She'll, baby sister. I want a sister. And one day I was like, Gigi, but what if she steals all your dresses? Because my daughter loves dresses, and she has so many of them, and she literally plays dress up every single day. So she was like, I was like, Gigi, what if your baby sister steals all your dresses? And she's like, oh, what? And then she goes to my husband when he came home from work, and she's like, Daddy, baby sister's gonna steal all my dresses. And my husband was like, what? And so he told me, and he's like, where did she get that? And I was like, oh, I asked her, like, what if she steals all your dresses? Do you still want a sister? And he was like, that is too funny. But she's still very adamant about wanting a sister over a brother. And I already have a feeling that it's a girl, but we'll see. I'm actually about to go to a doctor's appointment right now. And this doctor's appointment is pretty exciting, because this is the doctor's appointment where I get my blood work done, and we find out if baby is healthy, but we also find out if baby is a boy or girl. So this is the blood work test that determines all of that. We're praying baby is healthy and okay, but no matter what, we will love baby no matter what. So this is a pretty exciting and scary doctor's appointment, but I'm just gonna go get my blood work done, and then we will find out the gender in like 2-ish weeks, and we are so excited. We're hoping for a boy, only because we already have a little girl, but no matter what, we're gonna love baby, no matter what he or she is. If it's a girl or if it's a boy, it absolutely does not matter. We are just so incredibly happy and grateful that we have been blessed to get pregnant again, because this has been a really hard thing for us to achieve. It was hard with our daughter, and it was hard with this baby. With our daughter, it took over 1.5 years to conceive her and conceive her safely. And then this time around, it has taken over 2 years to conceive and conceive safely. And yeah, we're so excited, guys. I cannot express how much I am in love with baby, and I'm in love with my husband, and I'm so happy for our family. Like, I cannot tell you guys how grateful and blessed I am, and how thankful I am to, God for blessing us with this chance and with this baby. And like, I am so incredibly grateful. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe so that you can follow us on this journey. Also, let me know if you guys want me to start like a family channel or a vlog channel. That is more so I can talk about my pregnancy, just in case some of you aren't interested in that, which is totally okay if you're not. But I can start a vlog channel and, have more like family interaction on it, and so you guys can really see our journey from transitioning to a 1-child family to a 2-child family. And all of that jazz. And for those of you who follow me on Instagram and watch my channel, thank you guys so much for all of the congratulations. I really appreciate it. I'm so incredibly happy that you guys are happy for me. It really means a lot, because you guys are like my extended family, and I'm so excited to take you on this journey with me, and I'm so incredibly excited to welcome a new little sweet face into this world. But yeah, so that is it for this video, guys. I gotta get going to the doctor. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!